Hey everyone, it's Tuesday night again. You know what that means, don't you? It's time to join Mike and Christy for another episode of Where's My Sage? A show hosted by a psychic medium and a guy on a quest to find Bigfoot. Who would have thought? Together, they will take you on all sorts of adventures, and not with lots of different people. Christy even gives readings. It's time to sit back, get up and get ready. You can't sample the universe sitting down. Your hosts are waiting. Come on, let's go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Where's My Sage? I'm Mike with my wonderful co-host, Christy London, and I have her muted so she can't talk to me tonight. Okay. Hello, Christy, and how is life treating you?
You were just trying to catch me, and you weren't going to catch me.
I said, hey, let's make sure we get it going here. Let's see where we're going here tonight.
Good evening, everyone. It's nice to be back.
It is. We've been gone. We've been hiding. We've been running all over the place. It's just been going. I mean, you've been off doing adventures. I've been off doing adventures. We've been doing events all over the place. We've got new projects and just craziness going on. So
you're making my head hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it's been one of those things, it's been just crazy. I mean, we did Rochester Parafest and met and hung out with some great folks, and
yes.
A week later, I ended up doing a Bigfoot presentation, which was really crazy. I had folks come in from New York City to see me speak. I don't know who they thought they
were thinking.
I don't know. They got the name wrong or something. I don't know. Somebody did something weird, to get everybody showing up. So
I gotta give credit where credit's due. You're a fantastic speaker. I don't pay attention or listen to you very often, but when you do a presentation, you are pretty good at it. So.
I think my coworkers would bend to differ with you that I talk way too much,
Yeah, but I don't have to work with you every day, so there's a difference.
Yeah. So it's just been crazy. I just got back from Ohio.
Yeah, you've been all over the
good
place.
Old Monster Fest. That's not going to work, is it? I'm gonna have to kill the green screen for a minute here. All right, let's get rid of the green screen. Boop. Nope. All right. So coming back from Monster Fest. Oh man, we're gonna kill one of these 16 lights I've got going tonight here. So coming back from Monster Fest, which was awesome. Right. Got to see some folks that I haven't seen in a while, folks that I've talked to for years, and we never really got to talk. And ended up becoming part of the old crew. I was there at Monster Fest.
I know somehow that always happens to you.
Yeah,
you get put to work. And it's like,
or you
put yourself to work. You do that too.
I got to see the boys from Sasquatch Experience, Sean and Bake from their show. I was on their show a couple years back, and it was kind of cool to sit. I hadn't seen Sean since the start of the pandemic.
Right.
He's another Pennsylvania Bigfoot Society person. Got to talk to Jeremiah from Bigfoot Society.
Yeah.
So Jeremiah started the old clubhouse stuff.
Yeah.
I got to get the pictures up. I haven't transferred my phone to the computer yet, but we had Aaron Deese from he did the Dogman Triangle from Small Town Monsters. He's got his own podcast going on. And Alexander Petikoff, of course, all the small town folks, Seth and Courtney and, those guys, Heather, just everybody, Mark Matsky, folks that we've either been on their podcast or they've been on our podcast. It was absolutely amazing. The speakers were amazing. The event location was amazing. I
can vouch for that because we were there for your viewing.
Yes.
Or not your viewing. That sounds
I like my viewing when I saw myself on that screen, but we got to see Friday night was on the Trail of Bigfoot, the Land of the Missing, which was Alaska. Awesome area and stuff like that. But cool stuff. I got a cool shirt to go with it.
Well, you've got a lot of stuff. Did you get any prizes while you're there? I mean, what the hell? You left me behind on this one.
Oh yeah, this one's been great. I saw our friends, Corey. I got a cheat sheet, which is making my life easier for me tonight.
Corey and Renee were there. Oh,
Corey
I
and
love
Renee,
that.
yep.
He
From
does
Seymour
such
Captive
amazing
Cryptid.
work.
Yeah, we got to get them on.
You
They're
guys have to
too
go check
awesome.
him out. Yeah, they're power couple, man. He makes like the masks and things. I forget. I'm so sorry, you guys. What's the name of his company? Like, what's the name of what
Seymour
he does?
Captive Cryptids. That's why I have my cheat sheet.
Thank you.
They got this cute little logo.
Go check those guys out because he does amazing work. Like he makes like the masks and the faces and does all the putty work and it's freaking phenomenal, to be honest with you.
It's awesome. Then they got these little squishies. They got little squishy Mothman and Bigfoots. They're awesome. I was running around helping out and doing my, security thing. Got to see the Boo, and we got some Project Zoo book stuff.
Oh, see, I still haven't been able to meet her.
Yes.
She was supposed to be there the one time, and then she was sick.
I got to hang out with her all the time. She got to pick on me quite a bit.
You suck. Oh, I know. I saw that. That was great.
Well, yeah. Bail her out because there was confusion on computers just because the breaks and stuff like that. So I ran up to my room, did the mic thing, grabbed the computer.
Always doing the mic thing.
Down. Let's see. I don't want to forget anything, but I mean, just.
So you said you took pictures. God, I hope you took better pictures of them than you did of me at that other event that I did.
Oh, you
guys, can I tell you, he's got this expensive, wonderful, awesome camera, and every single picture he took, because God knows I have no pictures, right, of me. You put one of those up there, and I'm going to kick your ass right through the screen, okay? Because you guys have seen me work. I make faces. I can't help it. I'm like, oh, just get a couple nice ones. I need some updated pictures. Yeah, okay. I'm like, I'm going, are you kidding me right now? He sent me like 12 of them. I'm going, nope. Okay, great. He's like, but I got action shots. What?
I got action shots.
You're such an ass. That's actually one of the better ones.
These are great meme photos. I love doing these photos. They're just some. Wait a minute. Yep. See, where's I got?
Okay, that's like the only nice one right there. Okay. Yeah. You're such an ass.
I got better ones. Where's the other one?
I'm in the middle of channeling spirit, trying to deliver a message, not even conscious of what I'm doing, and he's just, oh yeah, snap.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. We won't use those. Anyway, let's try not to use those. I was coming in the other drive. I thought I was getting in the other drive.
Revenge is a bitch, my friend. Remember that?
Oh yeah. They're not. I thought they were going to transfer, and they didn't. Oh, you know why? Because I'm in the wrong account. That's why they didn't transfer.
You're like a kid in the candy store, Gina says.
Yeah. I got to meet Robert W. Morgan.
And who is that?
He is a Bigfoot researcher and experiencer. He did some great films back in the days back in the 70s. He was sitting with Amy when we talk about, those folks that were there in the beginning. Okay. This is the book that pretty much, this was the first book, and to get to talk to him was absolutely amazing. Now I don't want to, the guests that they had, Cliff was there. We got to shoot the baloney with him. Amy Boo, Micah Hanks. Micah was part of the group. If anybody's seen all this UFO stuff pop up in the last 24 hours on the news with the whistleblower, it's his group, the Debrief and stuff like that, and his podcast kind of helped get that information out there. He also does Squatch Tracks podcast. Another great podcast, Jeff Smith and some other folks that we know. Astonishing Legends or another podcast. Stan Gordon was there. Stan's from Pennsylvania. Bigfoot. Mm-hmm. I mean, the way he said it, he'd been doing this longer than all of us have been alive, and most of us were in our, over a certain old number. Yeah, old. And Jim Harold, it was great. Got to hang out with Joe and Jesse from Hellbent Holler. And guys, go over and check their channel out. They're pretty freaking cool. We have tried to have Joe and Jesse. We tried to have Jesse on since
her work schedule is just so
Her
crazy.
work
We even
schedule,
tried to
my work
pre-record,
schedule,
right? And it still didn't work.
it didn't work out. I know
Hey,
them.
It'll when it's meant to be, it'll be.
Oh.
That's all.
Well,
you
I
know?
know them from the knife community, knife and gun community. So
Yeah.
it's interesting how our worlds came together. They are tech folks. They're working in the land between the lakes down there in Tennessee, Kentucky area. I mean, they're rocking it out. If you want to get somebody in the woods that'll just rock out in the woods, and we'll grab the reading in a second. There's just so much energy from this weekend.
Can you tell?
Unbelievable. But Joe and Jesse, technology wise, if I'm grabbing new tech and new ideas, I'm bouncing off of them. They're bouncing them off. There's Sean parked in
Sean.
there. So I'm going to do some hellos in a second here too. We got to hang out with Sean and his podcast again.
No, not Lee. Remember, I didn't get invited to this one.
No.
No, we said
so. That was the funny thing. Rude. Is that, hanging out with Joe and Jesse from Hellbent Holler, Matt, if he's not here yet, I haven't seen him pop in. Matt from Central Florida Bigfoot, huge super fan of them. So we, of course, took multiple pictures, and then
he wasn't invited either. So he and I have teamed up.
After we posted some pictures,
you can just bite us both because that was just.
Well, your comments back and forth through Instagram. We get on Sunday morning as we're getting ready to leave the hotel, and we're like, hey, getting ready to decide on breakfast. And here's Matt in the woods on his bike. He crashes his bike after an 8-mile run through. It just the original Clubhouse, Asher's and Greg, and it was just mind-blowing on who was there. The Moth Boys from Moth Boys podcast, and Matt from the Moth Boys podcast, he lives over in Chautauqua County, and talking to him, and I'm telling you, it was just crazy. Like the Ashers from Wednesday We Talk Weird, and then there were so many things, and I'm gonna forget half of who I don't. Jonathan Dodd, the artist, and Max Lee, another artist who's done a lot of great stuff. Lisa from Cryptid Comforts, So like I said, all these people that Christy and I did a lot of the what do you call it? The Clubhouse stuff. They were there. And then all the movies. I mean, you had movies going on, you had live podcasts going on. You had Bigfoot Society doing Sasquatch experience, spooky. It was just crazy. And,
crazy.
The follow up, week ago, I got on live for you Bigfoot folks and said, hey, you want to talk to somebody, go get your paint chips. Wow. The computer did that on its own. I didn't mean to do that.
I was going to say, I didn't see you do anything.
No, I literally rested it down and I went back. But anyway, you're talking to somebody and you're talking to a witness. Like we were talking to Martin Groves. He's a dogman witness and 32-year veteran of law enforcement. And I'm listening to one of his podcasts on another show, and then Jeremiah interviewed him. Awesome dude. We got to hang out, chill out, and awesome. It was nice talking to somebody with that kind of experience and listen to him talk as a cop and how he's getting it out there. But, hey, I saw this color in the woods. So like we said, we did the paint chip thing that I explained into the whole YouTube on. Right. Well, Larson, God bless his soul, said, hey, you need to use these Pantone things. So I, start trying to print them out so I can show people. That awesome dude goes in his collection, and we're going to get to readings in a sec here.
Hey, Chris.
Me, Christopher. How are you? I will try to watch my language for Christopher tonight.
I know. Darn it, Chris.
I didn't
really
swear one night,
so
and yeah.
We missed you. But he has so many awesome things going on right now.
So somebody tells me they were looking at all these different colors, but if we're looking the browns, the grays, the blues, we can now say somebody go ahead and pick these. And we can actually get a color. And I did a whole thing. And then for the next time I'm out, I have a cloth. So I can just put it in my bag and share it with people. But this whole big thing about witnesses. What did I see? What colors did I see? You paranormal folks? Yep, go ahead.
What if somebody's colorblind?
I am working on that experiment tomorrow with a coworker.
I mean, I'm kind of being a smart aleck, but really and truly, what if somebody's colorblind?
No, three steps ahead of you. I got a buddy I work with that's red green colorblind, and we're going to go through. I'm going to bring the Pantones tomorrow, and we're going to talk, see what he can see, and because again, what he saw and what we didn't, and then we know we can look at those different things. Then I'll get a hold of a color scientist to really take a look at some of that stuff. Cool. So got to talk that over with Cliff.
Hopefully they're not colorblind.
Shannon LeGros and Lee Kirkland, and I mean, it was a great time. And again, I don't want to. I know I'm missing some folks, but I'm just saying.
I think you covered a lot of them, though.
Seth did an amazing, amazing thing by bringing this. I called it a family. I mean, we were crying, hugging, and like we were one family when we were getting ready to leave. And that's what I heard from everybody that was out there. That it was, that set up. And Courtney's the one that organized it, and she did an amazing job. And,
that's awesome.
But I'm telling you, I cannot do justice to what that is because I wanted to do a quick recap. We are going to go in and had a strong Darby Alcott from NC State. I'm going to have on next week. If Christy can't be there, I'll be here. They've got a brand new unknown hair DNA study that's actually sponsored by the university.
Cool.
So, and again, guys, we apologize that we've been kind of bouncing in and out. So please share, subscribe. Put those notification buttons on because we just jump on. That's what we're going to be doing most of the summer. We're going to be running and gunning. If we're at a location, we've got a couple of ventures planned with some other folks. We're going to be rocking them out. So let's do a quick hello. Well, let's get your side of the story. What's been going on with you? So
let's see. Well, we did Rochester Parafest. That was awesome. A little different without Mel this year, but it was really good. It was really good.
Really rough not having her here. Yeah.
I know. I think it kind of helped me a little bit because it was in a different place. Had it been in the same venue that it's always been, that would have been harder for me. But I think because it was it wasn't the same feel. It was still a very good feel. It was just not that place. So I think that kind of cushioned the blow for me a little bit, but we got to meet her parents. Her parents were there.
Yeah.
Sam came in. So that was a special weekend. That was a good weekend, except for, my little, I'm telling you, I still don't know how that happened.
Okay. So we go to these events, guys. She's doing Christy's doing gallery readings. She does not connect for anybody with me. She connects with my uncle, probably, and I never told her.
Right.
The bowling alley was this gentleman owns an entire complex of buildings. So we had vendors in an old opera house. So we were upstairs in the opera house. Downstairs had other vendors. They had this beautiful courtyard that, folks could eat outside. They had live music there. They had cornhole. I mean, it was just kind of bring everybody together. And then they shut the bowling alley down, one, for an investigation at night, and two, we used their bar in the bowling alley to do our presentations. And it really gave a nice, close-knit feeling. I mean, I did my presentation. Christy did a gallery, but she channels my uncle while we're in there.
I have no idea.
No clue. I mean, I'm doing the tier, got to run away. I mean, she usually does it. You folks are here for readings, and I'm yip-yapping away. Probably should not have drinking that other C4 today.
Probably.
But we go back up to the table, and here's a pair of Invisalign retainer dentures on our table. And I'm like, my uncle at the holidays would show up the house with his dentures in, and as soon as hello, and everybody's done, he'd yank them out and just kind of throw them in his pocket. And here we walk up there, and I'm like, she gets done with the reading, they're there. I mean, we found out who they belong to.
Somebody just put them on there thinking it was a joke because of my dental background, but the timing was just, like the fact that he even found an old one that he could get rid of. how random at that particular time.
An old Invisalign thing to us. Yeah. Anyway, just crazy. And I'll be there in a couple of weeks. You'll be there in a couple of weeks. We're there the end of July.
July.
So,
mine's more in July.
Yeah, yours is July 29th. Mine is July 22nd. So you're doing a gallery on the 29th. I'll be there the 22nd of July.
And I will not be there the night that you are there because I have another engagement.
Yeah. And then Joe Schneider, who's down the road from me, Bigfoot Atheist is what he's going by now. I think him and Ryan figured out who's got which channel. You know, two good friends, both in Western New York. Both went I think they got their channels all. And I've been on the phone with Ryan all week. He's got some amazing stuff coming on. He's got some video he sent me of something huge. Okay,
cool.
Am I missing anything before I say quick hellos and we get started on your speeches of what we're doing?
No, but actually, it was funny because, you know, I wasn't actually talking about channeling your uncle. And you guys should have seen the look on his face. It was priceless. It was like the first time we met, because that's always the funny story. For those of you who know, I scared the shit out of him. And he went right. And it was the same. I look over and he's like, and I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? What's wrong? He's like, that's my uncle. What?
Well, I mean, that weekend.
That wasn't what I was talking about. I was talking about my little fall.
Oh yeah, she's just walking and goes, bloop, just down and out.
Down.
Somebody
it
knocked
felt
her
like
to the ground.
It felt like the floor caved in. Like if I stepped on it, it like went concave. I felt like it just cratered on me. And I went straight down. It wasn't my ankle. It wasn't anything. I was in stride. I was almost to the table and boom, I was down. And the people who were sitting, so who was it? It was Krista and Sheila were sitting at the table. Right. I went right in front of their table, boom, down. And Ernie Atwell was there too. They were like, what the hell just happened? They could not believe.
Saw you too.
Did he?
Yeah. But that was weird. It was like the one table for the one couple that were there selling something. Their stuff kept falling down.
Yeah.
Those killer. Oh man, I don't have that lady's card for the cupcakes. Wow. Yeah, and you didn't throw your cupcakes. That was a good thing. They were sitting down. So.
Gotta protect the cupcakes.
Way too many cupcakes.
Oh yeah, they were so good.
All right.
But otherwise, just living the dream.
Yeah. So please like, share, subscribe. Let's do a couple hellos, then we'll get into that.
We have a lot of
for folks that have sent me invites on Facebook. I am horrible on getting Facebook.
Yeah, he's overly picky.
No, I'm just. I have 4 different.
He's never on Facebook. I'm always on his ass to get on Facebook and help out with this other stuff that we do. So yeah,
I'm on Instagram, and generally my personal. If you send me messages and stuff on my personal Facebook, I generally don't get on that. I maybe once a week or something to check it to make sure I didn't forget somebody's birthday, because I've done that with somebody over here, there. So hello, Micah. I know it's late in the night.
Oh, I have got to give a big shout out to one more. So this second year in a row now, I have been invited to go work with, for those of you who watch the show and know us, Joe Pieri in my area owns Paranormal Oddities. And last year, Orchard Park High School actually called him and asked if he was willing to do something different, like put on a presentation or whatever for their after prom festivities, for the after prom party for their seniors. So he put this thing together with paranormal stuff. He invited me to come and do readings. There was a group of us. It was phenomenal. They treated us like we were royalty, like we were totally spoiled. They accommodated us. And if we weren't happy, they wanted to do better and accommodate more. They were just so amazing. The people were so genuinely happy to have us. And these parents and these teachers and the staff and everyone who put this on all volunteered to do this for these kids. They are genuine about making this awesome for the kids. And let me tell you, we got invited back this year and it was even better. And we had even more kids from the senior class come after prom. It was just phenomenal. And Joe brought more people to do other things. It was just so very cool. And I just very grateful because just they were grateful and they were genuine and they just wanted to do something so amazing for these kids and just memorable for all of us. And it was so much fun. It was just so much fun, but they were just amazing to work with.
Cool. I mean,
yeah,
I think what did we end up, but like, I mean, it's 1,000 years ago. We probably rode there on, dinosaurs when mine was done. But I mean, that's kind of cool, for somebody to do that. I can't even know what we did,
We didn't have
a lot of people got in trouble after, but
that's a whole different show. So yes, but I had to give a shout out to Orchard Park and say thank you because we all truly had a wonderful time, and just it's just awesome. The stuff they have going on there all night long for the kids. Oh my God, it's crazy. Yeah,
I mean, the pictures are awesome. I mean, seeing what you guys did and
And we didn't even have time to get more pictures. It was just a small handful this year because we were busy, which was great, but yeah, there was just so much that was going on.
Yeah.
But
that's just awesome.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead and do your,
no, it's okay. Folks, please like, share, subscribe, please. That YouTube, that Where's My Sage YouTube, click on that. In our personal, we do get on the Facebook, like I said, once in a while, but most of the stuff is going to YouTube. Or Instagram. So hi, Mika, we got that, or Micah, we got that. I had it right the first time. Hi, Gina.
Mine hasn't been that long.
Oh my God. I didn't screw up Cliff's name when I talked to him, which is an absolute miracle. I screwed up everybody else's, I think I called Jeff Greg, and I mean, that's Strangeology. Yes, that's just it. Greg from Strangeology Podcast.
I'm just impressed that you can keep them all straight. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of hey dudes. Yep. Hello, Melissa. And I don't mean to mess up anybody's names. Hi, Jamie.
Hello.
And another Jamie.
So, as Mike is, starting to get the lineup for these questions tonight, I have to tell you all that I've already been informed that if there may be some that I see that I'm going to just answer. Because as you all know, I can only deliver the messages that I receive and communicate with spirit that comes forward anyways. But I need to be watching myself also. So if I do happen to pull a question out of, hey, Jeff, out of the order or whatever it is, just remember it's not personal. It's literally just spirit leading the way. Okay. But we love you all. And remember also that, hey, Tanya, that, this is
we're going to hunt for moose
together. Yeah. That's another thing. So, So, it's about taking away, from the experience and other people's messages. Sometimes you don't have to have me deliberately talk to you or deliver it just specifically to you. Sometimes your loved ones will speak through others. So remember, it's about doing this all together and going through.
We bring Sean's back up again. Dude, cool dude. Folks, go over and check out their podcast.
Yeah.
Where'd my I had the card. Where'd the card go?
Ah, there's Matt.
Oh, is he slow tonight?
Oh, you leave my Matt alone.
So
I got you, Matt. Don't worry.
And let's see, we got Mr. Chris came in. Chris has got some awesome projects coming up. I see, lucky man.
Yes.
Oh, let's go with the hello cloth is great. Yes. So, hi Ray.
Yeah, because I don't get invited anywhere. That's right, Matt. That's exactly it.
Ray, are you a Pastafarian?
Oh my God, he is.
Oh my God! Are you ordained as a Pastafarian minister? That's what I want to know.
So funny. His daughter's learning how to drive, and he put that on his head when he took her driving.
Don't make fun of it.
Permit.
It's a legal religion, and that is considered legal headwear.
Shut up! Is it really? You would know.
Like literally, we talked about actually getting ordained as in Pastafarianism to do weddings and stuff like that.
Shut
And
up.
it's at the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. It's awesome. But then my buddy decided he was going to be a Jedi instead. So, that's kind of thing is how things go. Hi, Molly. And
Molly.
Kaylee.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hello, 10. All right. We got a couple other folks. I know there's some folks that are in there. Again, we're coming to you at 8 different locations. We're coming to you from Christy's channels. We're coming to you from my channels. We're coming to you from Where's My Sage, of course. So if you don't see me hitting your thing, and I know your messages are in there, I have a second roll going. So I can just click on everything. Let's see. We got Tom. It's been a long time. John, how are you? Got to meet John in Gowanda. It was kind of cool. And I think John,
yes,
I think I finally hit that.
I've gotten to see John. I've had the opportunity to see him in other places. He's a really sweet guy.
So Donna, and I'm almost, hello, Michelle. Just past the bewitching hour.
Hi, Michelle. I'm happy to see you.
I didn't say I wasn't happy to see her.
And honestly,
it's good. She's here.
Listen,
I know. Mom's okay.
I love my mother, but I talked to her earlier and she said she's not on here yet. And she said, I hope I don't forget about your show tonight. That was like 2 hours ago. So at least your mom made it okay.
So, hello, Matthew. Yes, thank you, Matt. I got them. They're here. Panatones are here. Can't see them now because I've got the green screen on, and I have to turn all my lights off to try to see them, and I'll be in the dark.
Yeah, we're good.
I'll be in the dark. It's not going to work.
You showed them.
Yep. Hey, I had my gimbal, and I didn't even have a cup in here. Took that with me, Oh, there's a face we haven't seen in a while. Hello, Christina.
Hi, Christina. Hey, you're leaving me hanging.
At least you got one. I don't have one. It's in the other room.
What the hell? What?
Language.
Oh, Matt, do you see what happens? He goes and parties for a weekend and he's like dropping the ball here. How rude. That's fine. I'll just drink for me.
He was thinking of being ordained as a pastafarian, but he came. Yep. That's how things go. He's got his coffee. All right.
I got my tea, so my voice isn't completely, hoarse and man sounding.
Well, like he said, yeah, Christy looks fresh, but she's not jettisoning over the country. Well, Matt, you can come join us. And
I did get invited to go back next spring to do Potographs 4 in Michigan.
Awesome.
I can't wait. And I'm going to be able to do a gallery with some pretty awesome other female friends of mine that are wonderful mediums. And yes. Hi, Joe. For those of you who don't know who this is, if you're in my area, this is the famous Joe Chili who was on the radio for, well, I won't say how many years, but I did grow up listening to him. And he is an amazing, amazing person. You can still hear his voice all over the radio because he still does things on the side. And he is just an amazing person. So thanks for tuning in. But I did run into him by chance the other day or about a week or so ago. And I was like stalking him because I could see him through a window. I was getting my nails done. I'm like, oh, hey, there's my friend Joe. And then I had to go run out there with my nails wet. So yeah, I was like, oh, so busted. Go ahead, let her go.
See, yep. She's been here. She didn't sign in. Uh-oh.
I don't believe it. Love you, Mom.
And you're looking in the poor man's windows? What are you doing? See, this is why we need to get back. And now you're gonna bring in a heavy hitter to listen to the show with me mumbling. It took me 5 minutes to Cliff to go, hey, I'm the clef guy. Let
me tell you, the first time. See, you're not the only one that I catch off guard. So I first actually met him in person when he was working for a friend of his who owns the Tim Hortons around here. So he ended up being one of the GMs. So here I'm going before work one day, years ago now, and this voice comes over the drive-thru, and I was like, I know that voice. What? No, that's Joe. So now I'm like, oh my God, right? So then I get up to the window and I'm looking at him, and he's talking to me, and I'm going, you're Joe Chili, aren't you? I have to ask, are you Joe Chili from 96.1? He was like, yes, I am. Like, I would know that voice anywhere. It was so funny. He probably was like, who is this freak? So there you go. See, I corner lots of people. It's not just some of you.
Fiscal gets it, Tim.
Perfect. Excellent.
Matt, I know we're on so many different locations, and folks, that as we get in the speech and we go in here, that please remember we are coming to you from all the different locations. We're not on Twitter tonight. We're just on the YouTube and the Facebooks. So if you don't see your messages, because we're on a couple different things, and it's just because such different programs, with me being the Bigfoot world, Christy doing the spiritual and the mediumship. It's a little different where we try to bring them both together. So that's the best thing about our streams. They're posted on all of them, so you can see. And then again, you can go to Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, the whole gambit. And if you want to listen to some of those older shows that are out there, I'm going to be doing some of those, like I said, those Tactical Tuesdays. I think next week's going to be a Tactical Tuesday when we have Darby on and talking about some of the DNA studies that are out there. So we're trying to rock some of those out. And
in all seriousness, you guys, for those of you who don't know, Mike does work his butt off. We joke around and I bust his chops constantly. Excuse me, but he's got a whole system over there, so he really does work his butt off.
And I gotta, I still gotta get like things like this done. So like, we are not a full-time podcast show like some.
So were you able to put the link up so people can join us in the studio if they want?
I can do that. So go ahead and give your speech.
We did advertise it, so we probably should put the link up there. Just saying.
Oh.
I have so much fun when people join us in the studio, but we're going to just put the disclaimer out there now. Even though, guys, it's okay. Usually it's, PC, whatever, to keep your shirt off. Please make sure you're wearing a shirt.
No, keep your shirt on, not off.
Keep it on. No, I said please keep it on. Even though it's usually PC, it's not. You got to keep it on here. So please make sure you have clothes on. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah. So anyone who wants to join us in studio here, please pop on. And you don't even have to put your camera on if you don't want to. You can just use the audio. So please remember to keep all of your. Oh, I misspoke. Okay, Matt, you couldn't just help me out here? What the hell? Jeez.
He's supposed to find Bigfoot this week. We all have bets on Matt finding Bigfoot this week. So.
All right. So please keep your questions straight, short, sweet, and to the point. Please do not ask more than one. Mike has enough to read. And like I said earlier, I am going to be looking through. If I am called or pulled to look at a question, I'm going to be addressing that question because that means somebody's coming forward. Please let me know where you're from. That also helps. Give me the name of the person that you do want to hear from if you have it. The more specific you are, the easier and better it is for me. What else? If ever I give you a message that you do not understand or cannot connect with, please feel free to get a hold of me within the next couple of days. Don't wait a week because I will not remember. But within the next day or so, I will probably be able to, because I do take some notes, be able to help clarify. Sometimes things are symbolic and I don't understand in the moment, especially since this goes so quickly. So I can clarify it with a little extra time later. Okay, I don't ever want anyone to walk away from this being confused or frustrated. Can certainly do my best to help clarify things. That's the whole idea. So.
And not directly after the show, folks.
We are on
the East Coast, so we both go in early in the morning.
Yes.
So it's always good to kind of give Christy some time to recover after this.
But I am going to say,
I forget. Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, if you do come into the live, after you ask your question, we're just going to have you pop out and not stay in the back because it only gives me a certain amount of people in the back green room area to run that. But if you do have validation, get that validation up there. That's awesome.
Yes, please. We like to see the validation. So 3 things that I started picking up on. Chocolate. I started eating chocolate like a fiend. I actually did some mentoring tonight before the show, and I started craving chocolate hardcore. And yes, I am a chocolate fiend. No, this was not me. So chocolate was huge. Also, I picked up on somebody having a club foot. Very specific, a clubbed foot. The other thing was
a furry thing with club foot.
No, like a clubbed foot, like a person would have a club foot, like that, condition. The other thing was, my lungs started to hurt. It felt like the right side. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but it was my right side. And as I'm saying this, I'm having a hard time breathing. And it felt like my lung was pierced with something sharp and pointy and metal, almost like a knife. It's almost like it's like my lung just got deflated. And Michelle, I know you're in the chat. I do think this is partly for you. Okay, so she's here. Holy cow. She's saying to you, I am here and I am okay, and you have got to stop doing what you're doing. This is your daughter. And she says, you've got to stop doing what you're doing. It's self-destructive. I can breathe. She says, Mom, you know better. And then I see Marissa. Let her help you, and then help her. She's also saying she held the new baby. She held him close. So when my daughter-in-law was pregnant and in labor, my dad came to me and showed me that he was holding on to Ellie, my granddaughter. And unfortunately for Emma, she was in labor 4 days, even though they induced her. And the whole time my dad would show me that he was holding her. I knew as long as he was holding her close and tight and that she was not coming in. So it wasn't going to happen. And as the days went on, his grip would loosen little by little. Although the whole time he showed up, he was talking to her, and it was like he was telling her all about everything she needed to know. And that's what she's showing me she did for the new baby in your family. She said, lighten up, just like that. So I hope you're hearing this, because I did see that you were in there. But this came to me before we even started the show. Yeah. She just keeps saying, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. And stop thinking of her. Stop thinking of her being in the ground, buried. Stop thinking of her like that. Stop picturing her in her casket. Stop putting yourself and your family through that. You have to stop reliving that. You have to. You have to try to find a way to stop doing that. She can't stand that you do that. It hurts her that you do that. She says, I was so much more than that. That's not me. She says, celebrate me. Celebrate me. You must have done something with her nail polish, because all of a sudden I see her vanity in her little area. That's weird. I feel like there's a hair, like a pet hair on my tongue, but there's not. And I see a bag of nail polish, like you gathered it all up. And then it's like, so what'd you do with it? And she knows, but she's saying that way on purpose. And then she kind of gives you like a dirty look, like I don't know if you guys just ended up getting rid of it or doing something different with it than you did, originally. And she says to Marissa, remember the butterfly. Excuse me. She kisses each one of you on the forehead and she says goodbye. She's surrounded by beautiful light. Okay.
Awesome. Freddie, you better be studying. That's all I know. I happen to see somebody in there, and I hope his schoolwork is coming along good. Hi, John. Hi, Elizabeth.
Miss you. Hi, Liz.
Elizabeth. It must be to help me pronounce it too. So make sure we got everybody. Again, folks. So, again, ask question once. I'm going to start popping through these. Again, you may not see what everybody else has got posted because they're coming from all these different locations. Hi, Kim. And again, if you've got validation, please throw the validation in there. And let me go over here and have this go. So from Kelsey, Christy, and Mike, do I have any messages from Braden?
Hi, Kelsey. I feel like everything that I'm doing right now, my facial expressions, my demeanor, my energy, the shift in my energy, I feel like that's all relatable to Braden. I also feel like I don't like my name, or I don't care for my name. There's something about my name I'm not liking. I keep hearing it wasn't supposed to be that. I'm hearing accident. But when they say something like that to me, the way they said it, they're actually not talking about themselves. They're talking about someone or something in the here and now that they want to talk about, which means he is acknowledging in some way something about an accident that happened now or recently or something accidental. And the way Braden is coming forward tells me that he was unable to communicate either effectively or at all at the time he passed. I keep seeing dog hair, little random dog hairs, but I don't have a dog here. So that means something to somebody. So the way he's coming forward tells me he was unable to communicate either effectively or at all at the time he passed. It could have been 2 minutes before he died, 6 months. It doesn't matter. He's also telling me that he does inadvertently bear some responsibility for the how, what, where, why, when of his death. He showed me a motorcycle, the front end of a motorcycle. You may connect with this literally with him, but when I see that, it's also symbolic. It lets me know, it's his way of letting me know. He's describing personality. He lived life on the edge, outgoing, fun, crazy, wild, knew how to have a good time, that kind of thing. Probably even reckless. I do receive him in the light. He says, I am safe and warm. Those are his words. I am safe and warm. Don't worry about me. He also indicates to me that there's some sort of an anniversary or celebratory date that's coming up or close. He's acknowledging that as well, but he's not being any more specific about that. He's just acknowledging a celebration or something. He's also saying my ball, something about his ball. And then he just, okay, see ya. And he's walking away.
Interesting.
Yeah. So thank you for your question. Best of luck with everything, honey.
Okay. Got some follow up from Michelle. Thank you so much. Everything you said made perfect sense. Her older sister just had a baby, and her younger sister has mail table from her room. She just started doing nails.
Aww.
Follow up from Kelsey is thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to go into my next one. Again, folks, you're going to see that StreamYard link, and it looks kind of like a funky, what am I looking for? Spam message. And it's going to be it's a StreamYard, and then tonight is going to be looks like Gassify B4i. So click on that link. It'll ask you to sign up some things, and then you can come in and join us if you want to, get a reading right there, and Christy can see you there. It's kind of cool to do it that way. Just please make sure you have clothing on when you come on. And again, as soon as you're done answering questions, pop back out. So Mariah is our next one. Hey guys, wondering if my grandparents Sherman, Mary, and Joanne can see my kids. And Joan.
Stick into my chair.
Joan can see my kids, and if they are proud of where I'm at.
Hi, Mariah. So with Sherman, I see a lot of smoke in front of him, like he was a heavy smoker. I'm stuck on Mary with like chest pain. It's like right in here. So that tells me cardiopulmonary kind of a thing. One or the other or both. Holy cow, I'm having a hot flash. They're hooting and hollering and clapping, like almost like they're at a game or a concert or something, or like a graduation when you get up and you act obnoxious. Like that's what they're doing. They're saying, let us in. Like I almost feel like there's a barrier up, even with them trying to come forward for me. But I feel like they're showing me that that's how they feel with you. They're saying, breathe, breathe. That's just outside. You're not hearing anything weird. You need to breathe. You're so tense. If you learn to just relax, and they're saying you need to be stress-free, you need to start working on your stress levels and how to deal with stress. When you do, you're going to unclench and everything is going to kind of flow. You're going to notice things around you, signs are leaving you, synchronicities that are happening. One of them's going like this to you, blowing you kisses, but like that. And so I have a man who's very tall. I have a woman who is probably, I'm going to say around 5'9"-ish. So she's a little on the taller side for a woman, 5'10", maybe, give or take. And then I have a woman who is shorter, probably 5'5". Hot dog at a ballpark. Hot dog at a ballpark. You have a son. They're showing me a little boy. And the gentleman is especially proud of you for whatever you're doing with your little boy or with your son. All right, that's it. So thank you for your question. Best of luck with everything.
Okay. So there's a couple of things. Quick catch up. Tommy's in. Tommy will be seeing you soon.
Yes, we're going to do an investigation with Finding Paranormal in Ohio.
And then John was in here. Where did John's message go? I had it just here. Where'd it go? That was weird.
Maybe he took it down.
What's John Kennedy.
Oh, I was going to say, but we said hi to him. I thought it was someone different. We love
no.
John. Hi.
So,
is that Brian? Congratulations on the baby.
Brian, yes, congratulations.
Oh God, he's so cute.
And dude, you tell me when. We're either going to the Adirondacks or I'm coming down that way. We're going to the Pine Barrens. We're getting in the woods this summer to do some Bigfooting. We got to do it. So
well, he does have a newborn now.
Yeah, I know, but he's been.
I mean, come on.
Hey, we can use the baby as bait. No.
Oh, at least it's not me for once.
See, he wants to go.
Yes, for sure. Of course he wants to go. He has a newborn.
No, we've been trying to do this for a while.
Yes, we have, like 5 years, 6 years. Yes.
Well, I mean, there's 4 years. Stupid thing we don't try to mention that thing has come up. So
we got
now
get a babysitter, bring your wife.
Michelle wants to know, is there a way to watch this and save it when your live is over? So I have a way to show the family. Yes. All of our podcasts are on Where's My Sage. If they're specific to spiritual stuff, they may be on Christie's, in another folder. If they're in Bigfoot related, I'll put them in another Bigfoot folder. But all of our shows are on our pages. And then you can listen to the audio portions on, just these shows without audio. Again, at your favorite podcast location. We try to make sure that way if you've got to sneak out or something like that, or you want to go back and re-listen again, that information is available. And again, download them there and quick. So yeah. So Brian says, yep, definitely way too long. So we're going to come back into that. And Tommy, yes, we are looking forward to getting out with you in a couple of weeks and doing that live finally in person. And so again, folks, that I'm gonna post it one more time. If you want to come join us live, follow that link. And it's only good, of course, for tonight. Let's go to our next one in our
file. Have to hold on.
You're picking on somebody? Okay, go ahead.
Something about coffee grounds or grinding something that kind of looks like coffee grounds, but I'm not 100% sold that it's all about coffee grounds. Grinding, it's weird. I see like this powdery stuff that almost looks like coffee, but it's like two separate things though.
Not nutmeg?
No.
Excuse me, grinding spices or something like that?
No, I'm getting a no.
Okay. I've been looking up recipes all day for Black Rifle coffee stuff.
Of course you have. So if anyone can connect with that, if anyone has anything, just they can offer with that. That'd be great.
So let's get to the next one second. But Tommy's uploading the Fairfield. So again, yeah, check Tommy's page out there.
We did that virtually.
We're going back over here, so we get the right one. Finding Paranormal team, and we did a interview with an investigation with them remotely. Mm-hmm. It's kind of cool to what we were able to see on the TVs and then go in there. So
that was awesome.
Well, here's some good questions.
10. Jesus. No.
Okay.
I mean, you know what? That's not even too far off the mark. I don't even know. Possibly, actually. Are you connecting with something?
So we've got that one. And then Mike has got
cocoa powder.
Cocoa powder. And there's the link for Tommy for the YouTube channel for that live. So
hold on. Yes. Cocoa powder, because it's finer. That's why I kind of went like this.
Okay. So let's go back. And she was going to ask, any message from my dad? I'm going to butcher the name, so I'm going to let Christy read it.
This is your neighbor.
Okay.
This is a woman. This is your neighbor that just passed. She keeps saying, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend. That's what she's saying to you. She says, I want you to get out there and start living your life. And I feel like she would say that to you a lot. Or at least that was her feeling. Even if she didn't push you to do that, she definitely felt that you needed to do that. She's showing me your cat. Something about putting a dish of food out. It's almost as if she would leave food out for your cat, or maybe other cats as well, because I feel like she loved your cat. But I see a dish getting placed, of cat food getting placed outside of a door, like in a hallway. And I'm also seeing like beads, like a necklace or some sort of bracelet. But it's a string of beads. It's some sort of jewelry with beads. So I see an apartment, or a home, an apartment, and I'm hearing her say clutter, clutter. I don't feel like it was messy clutter. I feel like she just had a lot of stuff, because what I'm seeing is nice, more organized. But then she shows me like chinaware, a dish, a plate. And it has this beautiful fancy pattern. It's like a white or cream colored dish with this, and it almost looks like a brown or dark maroon color, and it's got the fancy pattern. She wants you to have it. You keep is what I'm hearing. She wants you to have that. She says to you, you won't be lonely if you make new friends. She's really encouraging you to do that. She says, please, 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 my friend, go be happy. Life is too short, and there's so much to be done and so much to be lived. She says they will bury me. And she shows me a very simple burial, very simple coffin, very simple, plain. And she's okay with that. She blows you a kiss and says, love you. And then she starts walking away. And it's almost like she's doing a little dance as she walks, because I can see her kind of shaking her butt as she goes. She's happy. She's carefree. She's in the light. She says, I will miss you. But she's excited to be where she is now. So I hope this helps you. Thank you for your question, honey.
Awesome. We do have one in the back. Elizabeth, if you can give me some kind of signal that I know that you're ready to go, click the screen once or twice, or turn your microphone on, and we can bring you up. Hey, did you see the crazy thing about the witches out west that they got a trail cam or something like that?
You sent it. I have not had a chance to look at it yet, because I worked after work. So I haven't been able to look at it.
That was the weirdest thing.
So crazy.
Carrie said it wasn't her, but yeah, they put trail cams out to check someone, and next thing you know, whammo, they got naked witches eating on some weird thing going on. The world is just spinning out of control. We got witches eating deer, and then we got UFOs today. It's craziness. Maybe somebody will find Bigfoot today. Larson, did you find him yet? Okay, so our guest in the back is ready to go, and I'm going to bring her up onto the stream. Good evening, and how are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Hi.
Oh,
So
that works.
what's your question this evening?
So I did type one, but I would rather not ask that one. I was curious if there was anything from my grandparents.
Okay,
What are their names?
There's, well, I'll give you their actual names. There's Barbara
Just give me one, and just give me the first name.
Barbara.
Spell Barbara.
Barbra. Barbara. Yeah.
Why are you so nervous to hear from her?
I don't know, because she was gone and it was just.
Don't tell me anything else. That's okay. Thank you. So, yeah, because she's kind of here, but I can feel your nerves, and she is letting me know that she knows that you're nervous about what she may or may not say, or just connecting with her in general. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I am seeing the outline of, she seems to be a bit of a bigger woman, but when I say bigger, I mean a bit on the taller side, and she looks more broad. Like she just has a broad build to her. She looks like her hair is short and kind of full. It would have been dark. She looks like she's kind of wearing a blouse with just like simple everyday dress pants. And it's funny because her frame, her shape, it's almost like she has a belly. So the blouse kind of hangs a little bit because her belly comes out a bit. Can you connect with any of this?
A little bit, but it's like describing her when she was like, it kind of makes me think of her when she was like younger, like the shorter.
Good.
Like that's
okay, good. So she's presenting in a way that is not typical.
Right.
She's presenting when she was younger. They can present and look any way they want, but it's better when they do that because then you really know it's authentic and it's really them. It's not just the typical standard, what you remembered, what you saw, what you were used to, right? And it's funny because this blouse I'm seeing her wear, it looks like if she has like one of, the ties they used to have in the 80s and 90s, like the, just big bow thing. Yeah. Okay, so she's here. What would you like to ask her? Oh, I'll even say too, the way she's coming forward also lets me know that she was unable to communicate either effectively or at all at the time she passed. It could have been 2 minutes before she passed. It could have been 6 months. It doesn't matter. Are you able to validate that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I want to say she kind of tripped. She kind of did something that kind of caused this. And I don't know why I keep saying kind of, but that's kind of how it's coming out. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
It does. Okay. How can you validate that?
So she had a stroke, and then her stroke led to a little bit of immobility. And then she fell going to the bathroom and broke her arm. And then there led to other complications with that.
And it was just downfall from there.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. She's in the light. It doesn't get any better than where she's at. But reminiscing on the circumstances, she's a little embarrassed and a little ashamed that happened, that she did that she allowed herself to do that. And she's going, I know, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. But still, that's how she was, right? And she did that. I know. She's like that. I don't want to hear it. I know. I can feel the way I feel. That's what she's saying right now. She's kind of like looking up and bobbing around. I feel a maternal connection here. Is she a maternal from the maternal side?
She was actually my dad's grandma, but she was like a mom to me.
Okay, thank you. The other thing is when they make me feel as if the other parent was their child, that's their way of letting me know that they usually had a good relationship. So like she would have had a closer relationship with your mom. So
Yes.
it was like she was more like family. She wasn't an in-law. They actually were close.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So what did you want to ask her?
I just want to know that if she's okay, and it was almost more of like just, and not even just like I don't know if she's with my grandfather or if like she's okay.
Gosh, yeah. She's going, honey, oh gosh, yeah. Like that. Oh gosh, yeah. He's off doing his thing. She goes, I don't have to stick around with him 24/7. She's like, I got things to do.
So funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like crazy because like I like there's like just I guess like I have like guilt from when I was little, like not being there a lot. And it's just like I think about them all the time. So it's like I just want to know if they're okay.
She says, oh, honey, please. Grandparents know better than that. You don't have anything to feel guilty about. And then she brings up juice. She's saying juice. So I feel like though she's talking about something in the here and the now, because when they say something like that to me, in the way that she's saying it, it means she wants to talk about somebody or something in the here and the now. So how do you connect with juice? Do you have kids? I feel like you have kids.
I don't. I have a cat.
You have a cat. Okay. Does somebody else, like, do you have a nephew? Do you have, because I'm seeing this kid, it might not be you. So if you can't connect with what I'm saying, but she keeps coming at me in the first person perspective, that's her way of letting me know, yes, I know it's not you. I'm talking about someone close to you, like friends, family, or coworkers. So I'm seeing a young boy and something about juice.
I'm wondering because like a good friend of mine has a son he's like a nephew to me. So, and she knew who she was, but obviously shouldn't have kids at that time.
And it's something about orange juice. Something about orange juice. So you need to ask your friend. Yeah, he's young. He's younger.
He's probably like 5 or 6.
Yeah, he's little and he has dark hair.
Yeah.
He has really dark hair.
That's crazy.
Really, if everything I said,
She
that's what's
does
crazy.
it to me all the time. It's those little things.
She said to you, you're going to be all right. Have some faith in yourself. She says, I'm watching you. So every time you ask her if she's there, she's there. Yes.
I ask all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. She said, sweep your kitchen. Maybe she's talking to me because mine is just off. But does that make sense to you?
Yes, because I sweep my kitchen like every day.
I know that was so random for her to say, right?
I literally sweep my kitchen almost twice a day.
Want to come over and do mine?
Gladly.
I hate sweeping the floor. Hate it. Okay.
She's funny.
She blew you a kiss. And it's funny because her hand is cupped when she blew you a kiss. It's like, I can't do it exactly, but it's like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So thank you so much for your question. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
You have a great evening.
Take care.
All right, we got a little follow-up here from Micah, and she's got to be typing 100 miles an hour, trying to do the total. I mean, she's coming in. She's got to translate. She's got to understand what I said, listen to you, and get out. So we're going to.
And it's the middle of the night for her.
Yeah, and it's the middle of the night.
She's over in the
You're doing so much. So, so let's go on. So right here first.
Oh, thank you.
Your right spot. So Oh my God, Christy, that's so spot on and everything. Even her English is better than my English.
Yeah, usually it is.
She says, I have a little cat and she can look out the window in my hallway. She's watching everyone who comes out of the elevator. We both lived on the 4th floor and she's always trying to help me to go out more. They both had small apartments. Yeah. She was very positive and sweet and caring. And I think, we're getting a delay with Annette tonight. So when you said she blew me a kiss just before that, I said in my mind, I love her, and that you responded with, I love you. The funeral will be very simple and small. Only family members. And I think I got 2 more here.
Wow.
So she understood about my phobia, and she was so uplifting my spirit all the time. I don't know about the china plate, though, that she wanted me to have, but I believe you. I believe I myself have a copper ornament plate in the hallway with the
4 musketeers on it.
With the 4 musketeers on it. Boy,
okay.
Geez.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I think that's what
Yep.
I think that's what she was saying. And I think that was to validate who she is. I think that was just a piece of yes. Okay. I agree with that.
And then she's just going to watch it on live stream. Okay.
Oh, love you.
Yeah. And I'm sorry I butchered that about
work tonight.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Mikey's messing that up tonight. All right. So let's swing in. We got a couple of folks that popped in.
I have a huge tub of Utz cheese balls on my fridge. And I cannot wait to break into those after this is over.
Cheese balls, I'll tell you.
What? Who's with me on that? Utz cheese balls are the bomb.
It's cheese balls. It's like Cheez-Its. I can't eat Cheez-Its.
Oh my God, those are one of my favorites. Cheez-Its are good too, but they're very different. Hi, Diana.
All right. Christina. Hi there. Wondering if you had any messages from Breeden B. Or did we do this one already? And I
think we did that one.
Okay.
Breeden? Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, my computer is being in my computer tonight. There were a couple that were like multiples that popped in and trying to. It looked like I think they came in a couple different channels. So from Dawn, any messages for me?
Hi, Dawn. Oh my God, I'm getting a hot flash. Is that you? Because it doesn't feel like one of mine. I feel so carefree with you. I feel so like light and happy and like I could just float and fly. And yeah, we need to do that one. I feel like things are good right now. I feel like things are good. Your spirit guides are actually stepping forward and they are saying, they're saying, learn to breathe. I feel like you're always so worried about worrying about everything that and yes, I know it's your nature. And yes, I know you've done it your whole life. And yes, that's all you know. And typical saying, well, I can't help it. You can though. And your guides are telling you can. So the idea is that you acknowledge it and you work on it. You try different things to help it and to make a difference with it. They're indicating to me that you have children. You need to set an example. That's what I'm being told. And I feel like you have other children in your life around you that watch you or see you. And they're saying you need to set the example for them as well. Because I feel very good about you. This is actually feels like to me like a past life thing that keeps following you. And the sooner you work to, try to figure out how to conquer that, the better and easier it will be. And the more carefree you will feel. I'm also being told to tell you, your guides are also telling me to tell you that financially you are going to be okay. So they said, so stop worrying. Financially, you are going to be okay. And I'm seeing a refrigerator. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. So thank you for thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to go back to that other one.
Yep, we got to go back to that one. I got to go back and chase it down here. There we go. All right. So going back to Christina's, do you have any messages from Breed and Bee?
Christina, if you're willing to come on with me, I'd love for you to come on with me. He was young. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. He's thinner.
Christina, sorry. Hang on a second. I'm going to put a link on here. Click on this link. It's going to be in the chat there, depending on where you're at. And that'll bring you right into us. So why don't you come on in that way if you can. Let me know if you can see that, if you got that link. And I don't want to lose her if she's in the middle of tying in. So, again, folks, while we're waiting to see if we can get Christina to pop in here, like, share, subscribe. We have wonderful followers on both our channels. Christy's Blue-Eyed Empath channels and my Tactical Bigfoot Research. But for us to do a lot more with Sage, please go over to the Sage on YouTube and please subscribe over there. I don't generally push too much, or ask too much. Okay, she can't get in, so we're going to go ahead and just keep rocking it out here. So, but please go over there and like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, because it's more stuff I can help do on my end. So,
okay. He was younger. I feel like he was older than he's presenting, but I feel like he just has a young spirit, like a younger energy. But the way he's presenting to me, he's probably in like a preteen or early teen. He's awkward, but he's a sweetheart. He's got a smaller frame, smaller build. He's not very tall. He's wearing, it looks like darker jeans. I want to say black, almost like a darker stonewashed, like a more subtle stonewashed kind of an older. He's got a t-shirt on and he has a zip-up hoodie on. It looks a little big on him. Just almost like as if he was going to hang out or play. He also has wave in his hair. He has a shorter haircut, but it's longer. It's cut short. It's a neat cut, but it's a neatly cut. I mean, but he looks like he has wave and body in his hair. Freckles. He says, "I'm sorry." He says he's learned to stop and smell the roses. He's telling me you're crying right now. That you're sitting in your living room. I feel like you have a poofy couch that looks like a light blue color. Maybe a gray. It looks like a longer couch. And I feel like it goes this way and then your TV's over here. There's a fireplace somewhere there. He says mom, but he says it in a way where it's almost like mom, like he's slipping away. And I feel like that was something that you felt happened, or he's acknowledging happened like that, like he slipped away. He is really not indicating to me at all how he passed or what happened or what the circumstances are. He's also bringing up a sister. He tells me that she's younger, but then it didn't feel like he was younger or she was younger. And then he points to himself and he says, like, almost as if, no, I'm younger. He keeps going back and forth with that. I don't know what that means. My shoulder's starting to hurt right here. I have a pain in my shoulder. I see him with his shoelaces untied, his sneakers untied. He's showing me his bedroom. I feel like you still have it. It's neat. He says kisses like that. He says, I have to go now. He says, he kind of like slowly turns. He's like, see ya. And he goes like this. And then he just kind of starts to walk off. He is always around you. He wants you to know that it's very important that you understand that he is around you. And then he says, not your fault. Not your fault. He points to himself, mine. Keep in mind too, this may not necessarily, he may not necessarily be talking about how he passed or what was going on. He could be referring to, an entirely different situation, something that you would know that would validate him as well. But I do feel like it has to do with these circumstances leading up to or involving his passing in some way, on some level. I keep seeing him ride a bike, but here's the thing. I feel like it is symbolic, or it is literal, but at the same time, I also feel like it's symbolic because the way I'm also seeing him ride the bike, it tells me he's learned to stop to smell the roses. He got out and just kind of had fun and paid attention to a lot, but he's also learned to do that. He wants you to do that as well. I heard spice of life. Spice of life. He says, please don't cry for me. Please don't cry for me. He's kneeling in front of you. Please don't cry for me. Like your hands are like this, and he cups your hands and takes your hands. Your spirit guides are actually stepping forward and saying that you really could use counseling. And they also say to me, like, they make me feel like if you're already going or you've already tried, you need to find somebody better or find somebody who will, listen and do and give you what you need. Like, don't give up on that process. It's really going to help you if you put your heart into it. He talks about his sister again and says, kiss her. Give her a kiss. Kiss her. Okay. Well, thank you for asking about Braden, and I'm very sorry for your loss, but I wish you all the best.
Yes. Okay. Victoria, we're going to be bringing. She's down in the green room, but she's in here for her husband, helping him out, who asked a question in another one of the chats. So she's doing the technical for him. So we're going to bring her up onto the stream. Hang on one second. Let me just follow up on this one quick, and then we'll bring him up. So from Christina, you're 100% spot on with everything. Thank you so much. And again,
You're very welcome.
Sorry.
Thank you.
So you have a lot of support from our folks. All right, Victoria, let's hear what he's got, what question we've got going here. So we're going to give her a second here to join us. And Victoria or Russell?
Sorry
there
about
we
that.
Go. No.
Trust me, we understand technical difficulties around here.
I break things all the time.
At the exact same time. I'm sorry.
Hi.
Hi. He's so nervous.
Aww.
So I'll ask a couple questions for him.
You were a mama's boy.
Yeah. Yes.
You were a spoiled little brat.
Yeah.
What was your mom's first name?
Dawn.
Spell it for me.
DAWN.
She's laughing at you. I feel like she did that a lot. Like, you could just do whatever and she'd find it funny. You could smack your sibling across the face and she'd be like, oh, don't do that. That's not cool. But if your siblings did it, they'd get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a fact.
So your mom, the woman I'm seeing, is a smaller. She looks Italian almost. I mean, just give or take, with what I can see. But she seems shorter. And I see her hair slicked back, pulled back real tight and like in a bun or something.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
She had short hair.
Okay. Did she ever have long hair where she'd pull it back like that?
Yeah. Like back in the day when I was born, she had like real poofy hair. Back then,
And
that
she
was the
would
style.
Okay. She's puckering her lips, and I actually see like I feel like she wants me to see like she's doing that, but also the lipstick on her lips.
She definitely wore lipstick.
Okay.
For sure.
Like the bright, like the reds and the
yes.
deeper. Yeah. Oh yeah. And she's showing me she liked to plant it on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And leave the why do I keep reaching back like, with my lower back, my mid lower back? What's up with that?
She was real sick before she left. It was quite some time, and she had like arthritis and all that.
Would she like stretch like this, or would she, would she stand like this, like put her
on
her back hips?
Yep.
Okay, because that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of like stuck in this position here. It kind of feels good because it is stretching my shoulders and my back too. But yeah, she would just stand and watch people. Like she would just kind of like stand and watch and observe. Your mom had like an eagle eye. She took it all in. She took stuff in you didn't even know, and then she'd tuck it away for a rainy day.
Yeah.
So your mom is here. What was it you wanted to ask her? Why am I hearing the name? Why am I hearing James? James.
That it rings a bell, but I mean, there was never really anybody close with the name James.
That's okay. They don't have to be close. Maybe she's just saying it for validation, or maybe she wants to bring somebody up.
Yeah, maybe.
But James sounds familiar.
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay, so you may just have to validate that later. Sometimes if they know you have resources, they'll just give you enough and they know you can go validate later. So my job is just to give you what I receive. So definitely James was very clear. Okay, sorry. So go ahead.
See, I kind of don't have questions. It's just like I feel like I just never had closure with it.
She says to me that she left so fast.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
What was that?
She definitely did.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
young.
Yeah. And
Yeah. You said that, and that was her response. Well, I left so fast. He says, I didn't give any of them enough time. Do you have like brothers? I feel like, because what she's showing me is like a husband or like your father. And then I see like 3 or 4 of you, like would be siblings or,
yeah.
family.
Yeah.
So,
I have 3 brothers.
so there'll be
I
4
have
of you
a-
all together.
Yeah, I have 2 like full blooded, and then I have a half brother, like a half brother. I'm
She
sorry.
says, she's going like this. We're all family. We're all family.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's something. She says, I want you all to stop fighting about this. And she shows me something. There's something that you either all want or are fighting over or struggling to get or have. Can't figure out how to share it. I don't know what it is, but there's something and y'all just keep fighting over it.
Is that the plate?
No. Wait, what plate? Are you talking
Who's
about?
got
Micah?
who's got the Elvis plate?
What?
Elvis plate.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What?
Who has an Elvis plate?
Are you just being sarcastic, Michael, or is that like something?
No,
they
like
type?
literally it came to me. Elvis plate for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know why. It was going to be a joke, but it really wasn't
He
going to go
did
there
really-
because we're on one of those nights
He
that
liked
it's
She likes
very-
those old, like the old music, like. So I can see her definitely like. I was so
the
young, I don't
collectors-
really remember what she liked,
Okay.
the
like
collector's plate. for some
music
reason.
wise.
Yeah.
I wish I
Who's-
would have.
Who has the who's the older man with the big bushy mustache?
My dad.
Yeah, she says shave it off.
Oh, and my younger brother.
Yeah,
she's
My
not she's
younger
not
brother.
digging that.
Oh, okay.
She's not digging that at all.
That's from
Yeah.
your younger brother.
Yeah, my younger brother's got like a Yosemite Sam.
And who
mustache going
who
on.
got the tattoo? She's also bringing up a tattoo.
I mean, I have one. Do you have
Is
one?
it?
Yeah, me and my. Actually, all 3 of my brothers have one.
Did you get them for her, like after she passed?
Yep, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, so know that she knows that. I feel like it's on your forearm or on your arm, but I feel like a forearm.
Yeah, it's on my bicep.
Thank you.
Oh, it's digging deep.
She says, you're a good boy. And then she smacks you on the cheek.
We
Yeah,
got-
she used to do that in front of all my girlfriends too.
I don't see anything wrong with that. As a mom of a 25-year-old son myself, I don't see anything wrong with that. I will do that till the day I die.
Yeah.
And there he is. There he is right there, right? So absolutely.
Could
It's
have
my
timed that
mother.
one.
Right? Billy always has the timing down, though, I'll tell you. So, yeah. Anything else you want to answer?
And I must have been picking up on Micah, so
No.
She's okay. You know.
Yeah. Is she okay? Like.
Oh, God, yeah. She's in the light. She says, I have never been better. She's dancing, so she's kind of like doing a little jig and dancing around. When they do that, that's their way of letting me know that they can do things that they could not do when they passed. So she's back to being mobile and active. And I feel like she liked to dance, at least at one point in her life. So she's able to do the things she couldn't do.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. But it doesn't get any better than where she's at. Mm-hmm.
That's good news. I like to hear that.
She says, and I'm always keeping my eye on you. And she means all of you. And she says, my boys. I'm keeping my eye on you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your
how
question.
how many of you are in that room right now hearing the message together?
3.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm so glad.
Sometimes it's kind of cool to turn around and look around the room and see who's going nod and who's not. And,
You're absolutely right.
Yes.
and that's a big thing. I know we got a lot of folks, popping in tonight that are, asking multiple questions because they don't realize we're coming to multiple different locations. But when you can do this in a group setting, having that ability like you guys are right now and sharing this as a family thing. And I think this is a big thing tonight is family. And, if you want to share this with the other family members, like we said earlier, go to the YouTube or go to the Spreaker, Spotify, or iTunes, and you can kind of share it there. So I just want to let you guys know that if the family's big, that really, maybe answer some of those other questions and get that validation. So kind of use the YouTube as a notebook. So I just wanted to bring that, if you missed out on that when I mentioned it earlier. So
yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for opening my eyes to this.
Oh, you're very welcome. We wish you all the best, you and your family.
Have a great night, folks.
You take care, you guys.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, for those that are just tuning in, we're coming to you from Where's My Sage on YouTube and on Facebook. You're coming to you Tactical Bigfoot Research on YouTube and Facebook. We're coming to you from Christy on YouTube and Facebook on her business page and her personal page. So you may not see the messages. I have a little crazy scroll. I actually have 2 scrolls going right now because StreamYard gave us something else to play with. So I'm trying to go right in line as the messages come in from the different locations.
Still trying to pick up on this clubfoot. The clubfoot is coming back up for me.
Sure, not my brother's dog, Bumble's there, who's absolutely the coolest little bugger there. All right, so wow, we're in some of these messages, like you said, are going back to the 8:15 hour. That's what I'm saying. If you've got them on there. That's why I say we reference the other places to go back and take a look. So from Shayna, Christy, hi, Christy, Mike, Copal as well. Do you have any messages from my family or spirit guides? Good
Hi,
evening.
Shayna. Long time no see. You're being given props and kudos for all the progress you've made. I feel your energy to me has not felt this light in a very, very long time. I feel like you've allowed yourself to let go of some things. I feel like you've worked on some things. I'm being shown by your spirit guide, you've kind of removed yourself from some situations. I do feel like your health has been challenging, but you're doing your best not to let that get to you, and to you're not allowing it to backpedal. You're not backpedaling with your progress. You're being told to keep up the good work. Writing. And I have to say too, for Christina with Braden B, that was the other thing I wrote down, and I didn't say that, and he's making me look at it. One of the things I wrote down was something about him being a writer. I saw him writing. I don't know if he journaled or maybe it was one of you. I felt like it was him though. But yeah, I feel like I see you with a notebook as well, Shayna, and keep going, keep doing it. Journal your thoughts, journal your feelings, they're telling you they're using the word express. Make sure you continue to express yourself that way. So thank you for your question. Best of luck with everything.
StreamYard lets me drag everything else around. Maybe I want to make that suggestion so I could drag the comments so they're all together. So this is kind of good. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. They come up with new features all the time.
So folks that have popped in, or they haven't done it yet. I was trying, like I can do with the other ones, I can drag them up and down, but we can't do that. So I'm going to make that suggestion. So to perfect timing. So Tanya said, wondering if my mom has any messages for me, but the follow-up that is that Tanya's husband has a, we're not going to pick on the poor guy because he does let him go out and hang out with us, but he's an ugly foot, the poor guy, he's got to put up watching our show. Now you're going to pick on him like that. Anyway, do you have any messages for Tanya for her mom tonight? And bring that back up. So we'll come back up here so we're not picking on her hubby.
So it's so funny because I just heard your mom say, stop picking on him. And it's the same kind of tone my mom uses when she yells at me for picking on Mike all the time. My mom is always defending him over there. It's ridiculous. She just doesn't see what he did.
Same way around.
I make it public and he doesn't. So,
yep. It is messed up. Okay.
Yep.
And see, this is why we a little just validation, folks.
She says, I want you to behave yourself.
But then she says,
you are doing, I get that feeling myself. Trust me. Hi, Amy. Oh, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're recovering from your weekend. Your mom says, try harder. Try harder. I feel like you want to give up on something. Something's getting tough. Something is starting to strain you and stress you. Don't give up. You have to try harder. You have to figure this out. Whatever it is, you have to figure this out. It's so weird. I saw pizza, but then I heard popcorn all at once. It was a slice of pizza, and then I heard popcorn. But that's all I got.
Two things I can't eat anymore.
No. I can eat both, so I'll eat it for both of us. That's no good for me either. Okay. So she's showing me something very specific for you. Just said today I'm on pizza and she's thank you.
I haven't hit mute and left myself on mute in forever. Of course, it's Tanya's that I'm muted on. She said, oh my God, I just said today I want pizza, and she was obsessed with popcorn. See, this validation.
Thank you. Okay. I gotta remember what it's called. AMDR, shoot, what is it? It's the and I like this because I found it on shoot. The thing I'm not allowed to be on anymore. Oh yeah, TikTok. Somebody tells me I'm not allowed to be on it. So, but is it ASMR? It's like the relaxation techniques. It actually helps you relax and sleep and things like that. So there's this one girl who's really good. She's also on YouTube. Chelsea is her name. It's like they wear nails and they do all different things. They have like they'll do like the tapping things, and then like they'll rub things like hair on a mannequin or something with the sound. What is it? Look it up if you Google it, or if you go on YouTube and you kind of ASMR. Thank you.
I was gonna say, let's not.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Where's it coming from?
No, I'm being very serious. This is very clean.
I'm just making sure it wasn't one of our smart
Oh, no. This is a very serious thing because it was great because I
Okay.
can have trouble sleeping and turning off to sleep at night. That is actually a very cool thing because I am a very touchy-feely texture kind of person. I've always been. I always tap, but it's not ADHD type of tapping and moving. It's actually relaxing to me. And so she's saying that will go a long way for you. Give that a shot. All right. So after all that, thank you so much for your question. We missed you too. Have a great night.
Trying to follow up. I sent Tommy the link there on the witches. That was over on Fox. That was kind of just weird. All right, let's see who's up in the food chain and next. All right.
I know we're getting close. I'm starting to get tired, you guys.
All right.
Maybe one or two more.
Carmela, hey Christy, I need help. It's been a crazy month. Loss of job, health and relationship. Any good positive things coming soon? Any messages for my sister? Sorry about that.
My chest hurts. My chest is getting tightness in my back too. So that usually is an indication of a heart or something with the chest and the lungs. All I heard was, girl, you need to get your act together. I see like somebody grabbing the reins. Like, good night, Michelle. You need to like take the reins. Like, yes, all this crappy stuff is happening to you, but you can't roll over and let it just continue to affect you. You gotta stand up. You have to. And I feel like it's still so fresh that if you just don't allow yourself to go to that place, you can get back up and it can be better. You just have to give yourself that opportunity and put yourself in situations where the opportunities will present themselves. Forget relationships right now. We're not focused on that. That's not going to happen for you for a while. It's not supposed to. You don't want it. You need to focus on your job and your health. Two separate issues. Keep them separate. Your spirit guides are stepping forward actually and saying that with the loss of this job, this is actually the opportunity you've been waiting for to make the change you need to make to do better for yourself and be happier. And to be more productive, they're saying. Take advantage of it. Take the bull by the horns, grab the reins, and make it happen. If you let this opportunity go by, in about 6 months, you're going to lose control of the situation. You're not going to have the opportunities or the control of the situation that you still have now, even though it doesn't feel like you do. Okay. And they're telling me to let you know to remember that the smallest, tiniest acknowledgments or the steps that you'll take are going to be the biggest, most profound and significant ones that will change the course of your future. So you have to, and the job you want, there's a job that's waiting for you that's going to be coming down the path for you. You've got to be on the right part of your path, the right point on your path to be there when this comes and this is available for you. It's something you've always wanted, they're telling me. It's something you're going to be good at, and it's something you're going to thrive in. And the money's going to be good too. Okay. You're not going to be like stinking rich, but you're definitely not going to, you're going to be very comfortable. Okay. And that's it. So thank you for your question. Best of luck with everything.
Yeah, that's two.
All right. I think this is going to be our last one, my friend. I'm getting so tired.
All right.
You guys are awesome. All these awesome questions tonight.
I'm going to let you go with this one. So, sure hope someone's watching. Over me, car accident, not my fault. Nightmares about a shooting at a school I work at. Go to dollar store, police cars fly in and ask if I called them, what's going on. Are those dreams or are those, let's see if there's a...
So, yeah, when you ask is somebody watching over me, Karen, I see an angel. You absolutely have angels. And I'm being shown that you've been seeing ones or 111 or 11 a lot, 1111, whatever the case is. That means your angel is around you. Can I have that back up here for a second?
Yep.
Excuse
me. Oh, hang on. Did I lose it? I hope I didn't lose it. Where'd it go? It was like there it is. Okay.
Thank you. So, car accident, not your fault, wrong place, wrong time. I feel like you shouldn't have been there, but that's okay because what you ended up doing, because you were out that way or out when you weren't going to initially be there, needed to happen. You needed to be there to take care of it or handle whatever the situation was. The nightmares.
Yes. 111 car accident. Police are real life.
Okay. I need a backup.
Yep. I gotta go back and find it again.
Okay.
Like
Just
I
leave
said,
it up.
yeah, like I said, when we get those multiple questions or get the same question multiple times, I end up getting some of them blown out of my food or off my chain here. We're almost there. Okay, there we go.
Thank you. Okay. The nightmares about shooting at your school. That actually, we need to interpret that. I'm going to send you. I'm going to interpret this nightmare for you, and I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you the definitions or the symbolism. It's a message. I'm being shown not only by your spirit guides but your angels. The message is for you, and they are the ones who are giving you these messages.
There's some follow up in the chat there. She feels like it's going to happen and need to leave before.
Honestly, I feel like you're on edge. I really feel like you're just on edge because of, and cannot blame you at all, but I really feel like this is just a message. When you receive messages like that, whether it's from spirit or spirit guides, even in your dreams, they're going to do it in a way that you will remember. They're going to do it in a way that's going to stand out to you. So you pay attention to the things you need to know so you can interpret it and get the message you need to hear. Most of the time, more than not, the awful, terrible, scary stuff ends up not being that at all. But you wouldn't know that unless, someone taught you that or you experienced that. So send me a message on Facebook Messenger so that I have you tell me who you are, and then I will send it that way to you. Okay. The only thing I'm getting with the police coming to Dollar General or Dollar Store is it was like a coincidence, but it was actually, your guides are saying it like a wake up call, like pay attention around you. Okay.
All right, I'm going to jump in there for 1 second. There is a great website. It's sheriff-assist.org/resources. I'm going to put it in there for a minute. It's a great little victims website. It's got some links to some amazing stuff. Check that out. It's a wonderful victims resource for safety planning and stuff, along with some domestic violence stuff, but it really goes into some other crimes victims resources that are out there. If you work location, I would talk to your boss, in your area. And there's some good other support networks, but there's some really great I mean, this is for New York State, but there are some national resources as well that are out there. But that's one that can get you started on some links to some stuff. And I'm going to turn it back over to you, Christy. Sorry.
I'm good. That was it.
Okay.
That was all I got. So yeah, Karen, make sure you send me a message. Okay. You can send it tonight and then I'll get back to you probably the next day. Maybe later, depending on how I feel when we get off here, but I definitely will interpret it for you. Okay. So, all right.
All right.
I think I'm tapping out for the night, you guys.
Okay.
Lots and lots going on with everyone tonight. Thank you so much for all of your questions and for tuning in with us. We missed all of you.
Yes. And, I'm sorry we didn't get to everybody tonight. We're going to try to be around, like I said, but, get over our YouTube channel. Please, subscribe to that channel because that's where a lot of times you're going to get a faster notification from there than you are on Facebook. Because we're just going to start jumping on, we've said we're doing the past with the summer coming up. It's kind of crazy where we don't know where we're going to jump on. I will be on next Tuesday night. That is the plan for a Tactical Tuesday. And hopefully we're going to have Professor Orcutt on. Why? How do I butcher all my friends' names? But I butcher my own. That's why it's 4 in the beginning, 4 in the end, so I don't screw it up again. Please, I put that sheriff's assistant there. There's some great things.
I have to put that up there.
Where did that come from? I never even saw that come through. There's some
You're a family of she's obsessed people.
Okay. Carmela said, wanted to thank you. Maybe right now I'm recovering for surgery and COVID. Also, my father had a heart issue. So there's some validation on there. We're probably will get better soon.
Yeah, I feel better.
Christina again, we're sorry again. Thank you. My heart hasn't felt so warm since my son passed. He was 13. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
And the rest of you folks that are putting in great comments in there, we do appreciate it. So like I said, we're going to try to get on. I'm going to push Christy to get on more often. So when we're not out running all over the world, there may be some adventures we may be taking some folks along with. But we got some stuff coming up with Tommy and his crew in Ohio.
Can't wait.
And
we'll be in Rochester in July, each doing our own presentations.
Yes. So if you're in Rochester area, Caledonia, actually the 29th of July, Christy will be doing a gallery there. And the 22nd, which is the weekend before, I'll be doing a Bigfoot thing with Joe Schneider, the Bigfoot atheist right now. That's what he's going by on his YouTubes and everything. But I was out with Joe. He's he has had a Bigfoot witness, and we're going to be talking some crazy scientific stuff. He's a good, cool dude to kind of hang out with and shoot the baloney with. So I'm coming back over here to our banner. So please like, share, subscribe to that. Where's My Sage, a YouTube page. We know we got thousands of friends that follow us and like our stuff. Please go over there and give that page a little bit of love. Again, it's more stuff that I can do to make a better product for when we're out doing the live videos and that kind of thing, or doing the live investigations when we're just using YouTube. So,
look, David Moore, you're here. Thanks, guys.
Haven't seen you guys in a while either.
I know. Thank you.
So we appreciate everybody coming in. And where are my buttons? So.
All right, everybody, enjoy the summer. Hopefully, wherever you are, it's been nice and warm and you can start to enjoy yourselves a little bit. But as always, until next time, stay safe.
And sample. No, it one of these.